You too. What's up, man? It's your boy J Riz the Barber, man. Back again with another haircut tutorial. Today, my client, he's gonna be getting a high treatment. We gonna jump right into it, man. I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. I ain't speed nothing up. It's a raw video, man, the whole way through. I ain't do nothing extra. I'm gonna keep it simple for y'all, just so y'all can get a little, you know, into it. As you know, we go on our with our bald line. That's gonna be our first guideline on this table. And on our adjustable clippers, we open the lever halfway, and we're gonna go up probably about a quarter of an inch. And he has extremely coarse hair, so it's like it's harder to set guidelines in. So you just gotta really pay attention to the way the hair grows and the way the hair lays when you cut it. So our next guideline gonna be the one guard close, and we're going up by about another quarter of an inch, because he don't really have too much of a big fade round for us to go up a whole inch, or so we gotta ease our way up into the blend, because you can always bring the fade up a little bit higher. And to blend that out, we're going to use our half guard all the way close. Then we go ahead with our two guard, and we're going, no, I'm sorry, I took that two guard off. We're just doing some detail work at the bottom. At this, we're going to put our two guard on, and we're going to blend out the bulk of the hair. As you can see, I got the two guard just sitting right there in my hand. We're trying to clean up the bottom of that blend real quick before we go in and debulk. As you can see, I'm taking the clippers and I'm flicking up and out. The up and out motion is giving him that flared out look inside of his blend, instead of digging up and making it look like he got a high top fade or something. Because you can go up too high, and now it takes his whole entire blend and it gives him a whole entire different structured look on the side of his head. So when you debulking, make sure you flicking up and out, man. Now we got our 1.5 guard on, going right underneath at where we left off at with the 2 guard. Sometimes you gotta go with the grain just to lay the hairs down a little bit. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put our 1 guard on all the way open. And as you can see, his hair kind of grows towards his ear, so I'm combing back towards his ear and blending towards his eyebrow. And I close the lever halfway just to soften up that blend a little bit. Blend coming together very well. Coarse hair is so hard to blend sometimes, man. That's why you just gotta stay patient with your blends, especially with this coarse hair, man, because if you ain't staying patient with your blends, you're gonna leave it like super bulky. So sometimes you gotta keep attacking and cutting at the same spot. It might not look like nothing is getting cut, but you cutting off piece by piece. So you just gotta take your time with these coarse hair blends, man. And I got my lever all the way open, and we just doing some detail work at the bottom of that blend. And then we're gonna go in with our bald line, and we're gonna do this neck taper. And we always do our bald line on the neck like a round shape. It gives it more of a burst look in the back of the taper area. What you do to one side, you do to the other. And it's the same with the back. We're gonna go in with our lever halfway open. We're going up probably about 1/4 of an inch. We're gonna close that lever. We're gonna knock out that first guideline. Put our one guard on close, and we're gonna go up and set our next guideline. We're gonna go up probably about 1/2 of an inch. We got our half guard on with the lever all the way closed. And we're attacking that next guideline. And go ahead and put our two guard on, and we're going to debolt. We're flicking up and out. With these high neck tapers, you want to make sure you're never going up above that occipital bone. And I put my 1.5 guard on and going right underneath where my 2 is at. But like I was saying, you never want to take the taper higher than that occipital bone in the back, because if you do that, then now you about to get them a complete different look. Like it's going to look like they got a fade in the back, taper on the sides, or just something sitting on the top of their head. So be cautious of how high you bring that neck taper up. You got to make sure it fits the head. We put our one guard on all the way open. We're going to close that lever halfway and blend out right underneath where we left off at with the one guard open. Close that lever all the way. And sometimes it be looking like nothing even being cut, but trust me, keep going over that same spot, because it's something that's going to get cut and it's going to take your blend to the next level. Just stay consistent with your blends, man. Be patient, let them just come together. Don't rush nothing. I used to be one of those barbers who would want to cut off fast. I think the fastest I ever cut somebody was like 12 minutes. I did an entire fade, razor, everything in 12 minutes. And it just not the same quality work, man. Take your time. You can get a quick haircut off. Like everybody can cut fast. Like if you want to, you can still produce good quality haircuts while you cut fast. But you gotta be efficient when you're fast. You gotta have the steps and the techniques down pat for you to be able to move fast. If you're watching my videos, 9 times out of 10 you're a student barber. You gotta take your time. As a student barber, you're still learning. You just gotta take your time, man. Be patient. And like you do for one side of the head, you do to the next. Go ahead, we put our ball line in, man. We got that lever halfway open. Creating our next guideline. Put our one guard on, lever all the way closed. You throw that half guard on, all the way closed. We're gonna throw our two guard on, and we're gonna debolt. You do to one side, you do to the next. Always position your client's head to a point where you can see the blend properly. You don't want to be just cutting, but you can't see what you're cutting. Position yourself and position the client's head to where as though you're going to be able to perform at your best nature, even if you're doing a tutorial. Well, we got our 1.5 guard on right here, all the way closed. I'm sorry. Put our one guard on, all the way open. Close that lever halfway. Close the lever all the way. No guard, all the way open. Just using that corner to knock out some dark spots. And right here, he had a little bit of layover in his shape up area. So we lay that blade flat on the forehead and flick the clipper up and out. So that way we can debulk the front of the hairline. So when you shave him up, the hair isn't just laying over top of the hairline. You can actually see his hairline. And this is kind of giving him that flared out look that he's looking for. He don't want it to just look like it's hanging over his hairline or it's shooting straight up like Johnny Bravo or something. Oh man. We're just doing the haircut to fit his head. Every head structure is different. So you want to cut the hair so it fit the head structure. So we go ahead and we comb the front of that hairline down and we put our one guard on halfway open, and we're going to lay the front line down. This is all shape up prep, y'all. All shape up prep. I just want to make sure all that hair is down to a nice even length, so when you line it up, it looks right. Go ahead and dust his face off, because I know me personally, I hate hair just sitting on my face, especially like when I hate it. Dust my face off, please, and then go ahead and finish your process. So this is part of the shape up procedure. I'm about to go ahead and I'm gonna put the alcohol on the line. We're gonna wipe the line down with alcohol and just dry that skin out and clean it real good. That way the clippers just do what they supposed to do. Because if he got a bunch of oil or dirt and stuff sitting on his face, they just clean it off real quick so the clippers can properly cut. We go ahead and we spray out Tresemme hose spray. Give it a couple little sprays, wipe it off, and then let it dry, blow dry real fast. And now we're ready to go ahead and attack that line. Always brush that head down first before you start cutting it. Always start from the middle and work your way to the weak side. And then match the strong side with the weak side. You always want to take a step back, make sure that line is matching on both sides of the head. Always step back, push the head up so you can actually see it at a proper angle, making sure that line is straight at a 90-degree angle on both sides of the head. It's going directly across their forehead and it looks straight. It's not one side up higher than the other. Take a step back and look. Be patient on these haircuts, man. Your client's gonna love you for it. Take your time. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna spray our topic hair fibers on. It's an enhancement, y'all. As you can see, the shape up already sharp before I put it on there. We're just giving it that pop. And this is a dark brown topic hair fibers. It sprays pretty good on pretty much any hair color. You got a lighter hair color, you just gotta spray it less. You got a darker hair color, you just gotta spray it a little more. Let me go ahead and spray our Tresemme hairspray. We'll go ahead and lock the hair fibers in, blow dry it off real quick, and we're gonna reattack the line with the trimmers. Man, let's just take a minute to embrace the way these wall high vis trimmers hit, man. Them trimmers go crazy. I did a review on them, but man, I fell in love with these things when I first started using them. Crispy, 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 crispy. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get that razor working, man. Keeping that blade at a 30-degree angle, stretching the skin as far as possible, so that blade just glide across the skin. Look at that blend from the top angle though. That's crazy. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna clean that product off the skin. Clean razor work, man. And you too, this what my man came in looking like, looking crazy like he ain't had a haircut in like a month. But you know how I do, man. We about to change his life real quick. He about to walk out the barbershop looking like a whole new person. That's the luxury of what we do, man. We get to change people's whole entire persona. And that's what he left looking like. Sheesh. Blurry blends on the side, sharp lines, clean neck table. That's how we do, man. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think. If I did it, if I did a good job, if I did them dirty, let me know, man. Tell me what type of videos y'all want to see in the future. I appreciate everybody tuning in. J Ray's the Bob, and I'm out of here.